Joe, thank you, and Phil, thank you, and good evening, everybody. My name is Andrew Stockey. I'm the sports director at WTAE TV. Former resident of South Fayette. No, I'm not a member of T2, as you can tell. I'm working on it, though. But
not yet.
I'm excited to join you tonight because I've been in Pittsburgh almost 25 years now, and I've covered some amazing athletes. And I'd like to think the next two ladies I'm going to introduce you to will be our next great athletes representing not just our country, but our region in Tokyo in 2020 at the Olympic Games. They are two tremendously talented young ladies. One has already struck gold and plans to do so again. In a sport that it's, as Phil says, not about sneakers, it's not about just grabbing a basketball. It's a sport where you have to buy two boats. It's expensive, and the USOC only does so much to support you. So it really is incumbent upon the communities where these athletes live and train to support them. And I know Western Pennsylvania. I've lived here, like I said, almost a quarter century. Well, a quarter century sounds like a long time. But what I know is that we may not be the richest people, but we have the biggest hearts. And we support our neighbors through good times and bad. I've seen it time and time again. And that's why so many of you have come here tonight. That's why so many of you are here staying behind these two young women who are going to make us proud in just a couple of years in the Olympic Games. Yeah. Now I want you to meet Anna and Paris right now. Anna and Paris, come on up here. Now, many of you obviously know these two, but I kind of want them to share their story with you. Now, Anna, you've been to the games before. In fact, where's your gold medal? Did you give that away already? So, I got to say, I've already been into it. It's real gold. So, first of all, what's it like to be in the Olympics? I mean, what's that feeling like to represent your country, to compete against the best in the world in your chosen sports?
You come up with the dream of I'm going to go to the Olympics at a younger age, and it's something that's you goal for such a long time, and then you qualify your country, you qualify yourself, and then you kind of have like a job to do at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And your job is to go and represent USA the best you can and try and come home with a gold medal. And to be there representing my country, it was such an honor, and then to be on top of the podium was just an incredible feeling.
So Paris, what's it like to be with Anna as a teammate? I mean, what's the relationship like? I mean, obviously you two are good friends, you work well together, but do you ever have those moments where, I don't know, you get on each other's nerves? One person's like, do you have to talk all the time? Well, how come you have to be in front? I mean, do you have those moments?
Yeah, it happens. Anna has heard this story many times, but the first time I met Anna, I had to be like 16 or maybe even 15. And
so a couple years ago.
We were actually sitting against each other, and I was really sick. I had this stomach flu, and we come in off the water, and all I want is like soup. And I sit down next to Anna, and I know Anna, but I'm super intimidated. Anna, ton of stuff, like, whoa. And we sit down, and she's like, why aren't you eating your vegetables? I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm sick, and she's like, I'm just gonna eat your vegetables. And I'm like, okay. So then a couple years later, I have the privilege to team up with her, and obviously I'm like, I want to do it, I don't know how to approach her, but people push me to ask her, and she wouldn't do this if it's not worth it, and I'm privileged, like, so amazing. To sail with someone with such great talent, I learn everything, something new every day, so.
Now let's talk about, it's not just sailing, it's not just like being on a yacht hanging out, with the captain's hat on and that sort of thing. Explain the sport to those of us who, what we know about a boat is you get on, you go a few feet, you get off.
So there's multiple different disciplines in the sport of sailing. In the Olympics, there's 9 or 10 different boats-ish, and all have their own characteristics. Our boat is one of the more physical boats in the Olympics. Physical.
Okay.
There's obviously two parts. Paris controls basically the back of the boat, and I control the front of the boat.
College education.
Paris drives the boat around. She makes us turn when we need to turn. I'm in control of the sails for the most part. So she kind of tells us where to go, and I'm more the gas pedal. And we get on the start line with 20, 30 other boats. And we have a 5-minute countdown to our start. 3, 2, 1, we go. We race around a course, whichever course they've designed for us to sail that day. And you know, it's everyone out there, the first place boat across the line gets first place for that race. We do about 12 races in a series, and at the end, the person with the lowest score wins.
How far do you go in these races?
It's about a mile. Depends on the wind strength and the sea state. But yeah, 35 to 40 minutes is
A
what
mile,
the
so
race is.
that's pretty fast, I'm assuming?
We go, at times we go fast if there's a good amount of wind. At times we go very slow if there's no wind.
Now, I understand you need 2 boats for the Olympics. Why 2? Maybe I think I know the answer, but I'm just going to ask anyway.
We do a lot of traveling around the world and just the logistics. You know, we have a winter series starts in Miami, and then we head to Europe. And we need to continue training, so a boat gets shipped to Europe, and that boat stays in Europe, and then our World Championships in Australia and New Zealand, so we need a boat there and one in Japan. So it's kind of like you have a boat, you know, a European boat and then like a Asia boat.
Oh, okay. So you have one at your house and then one at folks' house,
Yeah.
okay. And just ballpark, how much do these boats cost? Just, you know, ballpark.
Around $35,000.
$35,000, okay. And then of course you have to dock the boats, I'm assuming.
We have to pay for storage in most places that we're at, yeah.
Okay. And then of course you're doing a lot of traveling, so you're flying a lot.
Flying a lot, hotels, food, coaches.
Okay, so that's a lot of money. That's a pretty expensive sport.
It's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap. But the reward is that you were able to go out there, represent your country, enjoy something, and actually we can all enjoy this. I mean, isn't it great to watch the Olympic Games and see somebody that you know, or somebody who knows somebody you know, which is pretty cool. We had it in the last Olympics. We had a local soccer player. You know, it's like, oh, hey, I know her because I know someone's so for this person, that person, that person. So to know somebody in the Olympics is pretty cool. So when you turn it on, you get the triple cast or whatever. Because usually it's not on like NBC, it's like on one of the other stations, or do they show it on Sailing?
No.
It's not on NBC?
Not NBC most times. Maybe at like 1 in the morning.
Maybe 1 in the morning. Well, it's Tokyo too, so we have a time difference as well. So that's the cool part about the Olympics. And then you mentioned winning gold and what a feeling it is. When you come back home after you've won a medal, what's it like?
It's amazing, really, because you kind of get to share your experience and your accomplishment of your dream. My favorite part is sharing it with the kids and letting them see the medal and telling them to believe in their dream. They can do whatever they want to do. And to me, that's the most rewarding part. I'd have to say, too, there's also a sense of relief when you come home with the medal. You got it all worked out.
Oh, so there's actual pressure in all this.
I mean, not pressure, right? But you have a job, and your goal is to do that, and you put all this hard work in for years, and to come home with it, and finally.
Well, these 2 ladies are really epitome of what the Olympics are all about. It's about competition. It's about teamwork. It's about doing something bigger than yourself, and it's about, obviously you want to win the gold medal, but it's about competing, and I know in this day and age when we see these superstar athletes and it's all about the contracts and the money, we forget what sports really are, and sports is competition and sports is learning. And these 2 young women are going to have that opportunity in a couple of years with your help. And obviously you all know why you're here tonight, so I don't need to tell you. I just want to tell you we appreciate your support, and in Paris appreciate your support. And whatever you're able to do, whether it's in this room tonight or beyond this room in your communities, to help these young ladies, we would appreciate it. We thank you so much for being here tonight. We want you to enjoy the food, the drink, the festivities. If you've not had a picture of these 2, get one now, because when they win in 2020, you're going to be like, darn, I wish I had a photo. I got mine, I'm good to go. It's going on my Facebook page and hanging in my office. So I met 2 medalists before they go. But once again, thank you so much for being here tonight. I wish both of you all the success and all the luck in the world as you continue on this quest, which is pretty exciting. Something that none of us will ever really get the chance to do, but through our help tonight, hopefully we'll be able to live through your experience.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
And thank you, everybody.